Hey everybody, HomeSliceHenry here, and in today's video we are taking a look at some more awesome spice in the world of Pokemon Go Battle League. Today's spice brings us to the Ultra League Premier Cup, where ArborAndy, our resident grass-type expert, is showing us some more grass-type spice. He is running Sawsbuck, a normal and grass-type Pokemon, and he's running Feint Attack, Wild Charge, and Megahorn. So Sawsbuck has no bait move, it is straight-up nuke, so if we can see him land, there's going to be some big damage. He goes on a really impressive 9-1 run with Sawsbuck. In the first set, he pairs it with Ferrothorn and Starmie, and in the second set, he pairs it again with Ferrothorn, but this time with a Legacy Dragontail Gyarados. So without further ado, let's hop into these battles and let's check out Sawsbuck in action. Well, first battle picked up a terrible lead, going to save swap Ferrothorn, and the opponent counter swaps into a Dragonite. And this is why having Thunder is really nice. The ability to have a heavy hitting neutral coverage move against flyers, absolutely incredible. Charge move coming through. I believe this isn't enough for a Hurricane yet, so it should just be the Dragon Claw. And now he's just going straight for the Power Whip, so he is relying on the fact that his opponent has lost count, which they have. So they shield it up, which is really, really nice. And this Ferrothorn can safely tank a Dragon Claw here. That's totally fine. And now he is racing for the Thunder. Unfortunately, cannot quite get there, but the good news is he can survive this Dragon Claw, whereas the Dragonite will not survive this Thunder. So the opponent has to decide between going down in shields or giving up switch advantage. They decide to give up switch advantage. They come in with a Gardevoir for an aggressive farm down. So a very interesting play. But since he is able to win switch, which is fantastic, he is going to be able to align the Gardevoir onto his Starmie. Waiting the clock, coming in with Starmie, committing to the water gun down. Can Gardevoir get to a charge move? It just cannot. That's huge. Able to get to the Ice Beam. Okay, this is big. Lands the Ice Beam, and this should be getting the last shield. And now it's Sawsbuck time. Come on, just get to the Megahorn. Get to the Megahorn. Ooh, gets a feint attack through. That's big. That's big. Sludge Bomb would be doing massive damage here, so shields it up. Oh no, they're at 2. Oh no. Please somehow survive, Sawsbuck. It lives! Oh, and he gets to the Megahorn! This is only neutral, though. Is this enough to take out the Venusaur? Oh, no, it's not! Come on, Starmie! Water gun down! Come on, Starmie! Oh, my goodness. An incredibly close game, but able to clutch it out and take the win. You love to see it. All right, hopping into the second game here, Starmie into Alolan Golem. The nice thing is he has 3 pretty good responses to Alolan Golem. He's going to save swap into the Ferrothorn to try and bait out their best counter to a grass type. Power Whip lands, that does absolutely huge damage, and he can safely let this go because all charge moves are resisted. Yeah, Rock Blast does absolutely nothing. They bring out a Magnezone, and this is honestly not a great response to Ferrothorn either, because all charge moves are going to be, again, resisted, and especially if they go for Mirror Shots, which I believe they're just going for Mirror Shots here. Mirror Shot does absolutely nothing, whereas the Power Whip, Magnezone is not the tankiest, so even a resisted Power Whip hits very, very hard. So you can see the Magnezone already in the red, and the Ferrothorn is just getting into the yellow. So this is a pretty nice matchup for Ferrothorn because they keep mirror shotting. This man has never heard of a time when he won't bait. He refuses to do anything but bait. So going for yet another mirror shot. This Power Whip is going to be taking him out, of course. And they're probably bringing back in the Alolan Golem just to soak damage. And as you can see, he no bubbles it because even a no-bubbled Power Whip will take it out. And he has a Venusaur in the back. This is going to be trouble. This Venusaur is going to be trouble. I'm not necessarily seeing a win con unless the Venusaur doesn't know. The only win con I see is if the Venusaur doesn't know about either Megahorn off Sawsbuck or Ice Beam off Starmie. That is the only win con. It's just if the Venusaur doesn't shield. Come on, please. This is just, you don't have to fear this. This is totally fine. Oh, he lets it go! Oh, that's huge! Oh my goodness. That is massive. Able to come in with the Starmie and commit to the farm down and get the win. You love to see it. The opponent did not respect the Sawsbuck and paid dearly. All right, hopping into the next match here. And picking up an amazing lead here. Starmie into Charizard. This is where you want to see the Charizard. And the opponent, it was just like, nope, I'm out of here. Starmie has that man running scared. Hopping into match number 4 here and picking up a fairly solid lead in Hitmonchan. And considering both back Pokemon are actually weak to the Hitmonchan, you really do need to try and do as much damage here as possible. Gonna be able to go for the Psychic. This would be doing absolutely massive damage. Hitmonchan is pretty glassy though, so they're more than likely going to shield, but these Water Guns are doing a nice amount of damage. Decides to shield up this, and it is the Ice Punch there, so nice call there because that would have done quite a bit of damage. And deciding to commit both shields, this time it's just a power-up punch bait and trying to do as much damage as possible. And either he's going to be able to get switch advantage here or able to get switch advantage, which is very nice. Oh, and they have a Togekiss in the back. So this is looking pretty good. He's going to be able to align it with the Ferrothorn here. And Ferrothorn, as they have a Garchomp in the back, Ferrothorn is fully able to close this game. As I believe the Garchomp just went for the Sand Tomb. Yep, it is just the resisted Sand Tomb. And that's another Sand Tomb. So this Garchomp has apparently taken the guy in game 2 strategy of just when in doubt, just bait. Shields are down, doesn't matter, just bait. Able to get the shield, which is really nice. And at this point, Ferrothorn's in a good position to close because it's going to be able to hit the Garchomp for heavy neutral damage, and Thunder is going to be doing super effective damage onto the Togekiss. This is undoubtedly another Sand Tomb. Yep. This man is just attempting to win a war of pure atrophy at this point. He's like, I will lower your defense until you surrender. And that didn't work out too well for him. Able to get off the Thunder here. Thunder is going to be doing massive damage to that Togekiss. And just needs to get to the Power Whip. Ooh, charge move coming through. This is the Flamethrower. This could be a little dicey, but it's just the Aerial Ace. We are fine, and we're able to take the win. So very nicely done there. Faced a man who refused to throw his nuke move, but you know what? We can't control how our opponents play. We can only control how we play. So very nicely done there. All right, hopping into the next match here. Starmie into Lantern. This is a rough lead, but he has 2 pretty solid responses. He's going to save swap into the Sawsbuck and bait out a Toxicroak. Wild Charge would hit hard here. Come on, let's land it. Oh no, it's shielded. You are the destroyer of fun. Oh no, that is very unfortunate. I am sad. Comes in with the Starmie, shields up, which is probably a Sludge Bomb. Whoa, they're running Dynamic Punch, and they threw it on a Psychic type. Alright, these are some wild battles. They're going for another Dynamic Punch. That still does a lot. What the heck? And now going for the Psychic on the Starmie here. That is able to take out the Toxicroak. And they have a Magnezone in the back, and we're really relying on Ferrothorn to close out this match strong. Mirror Shot, again, people just going for debuffs, not wanting to debuff their own defense, which I definitely understand. Although these resisted Power Whips are really going to start to add up. Letting it through, again, totally fine. They do go for the Wild Charge, so they went for it, but since they lowered their defense, this is how they're going to take them out. If they choose not to shield. So they do decide to shield, and they're going to be going for this last shield here, I would imagine. So you kind of have to, letting it go through, able to survive. What recognition there, recognizing that he could actually survive there. Nicely done. And I just completely glossed over the fact that there was just a whole entire Lantern in the Ultra League Premier Cup. Needs to shield this up, and the question is, can he get to the Power Whip here? Come on, get there. Oh, able to get there. Is this enough, though? Is this enough? It's enough. Oh, my goodness. Able to clutch out the 5-0 there. These battles have been so wild. When I saw the Lantern, I was like, oh, this belongs. Completely forgetting that this was this is Ultra Premier. And now we have an opponent just fully miss-swapping here. My guess is they probably have some kind of flyer they were trying to catch the Power Whip on, and then just clicked on Swampert and had instant regrets and are now switch-locked into one of Swampert's worst possible matchups. Should be able to get the second shield here with the Power Whip, which is very nice. And actually overfarms by just a bit, which is unfortunate because an Earthquake is going to be enough to take them out. But the good news is this leaves 2 shields for Sawsbuck. And we already know Sawsbuck is going to have an absolute party when shields are down. It hits so hard. Swampert comes in, Hydro Cannon, and they bring out a Charizard. And can Sawsbuck clutch it out here? We have 2 shields, may as well use them. Sawsbuck definitely isn't the tankiest thing around. Come on, gets to the wild charge here. This is going to be doing huge damage to the Charizard. Charizard gets banished. Empoleon, you want this work as well? Sounds good. That works for us. Gonna have to shield up the Drill Peck, of course, and then gonna be going for another wild charge here. All right, big damage here on the wild charge. Get out of here, Empoleon. Swampert comes in. Switch Clock comes up, able to hop in with the Gyarados and take it out with a Crunch. So very nicely done there, able to clutch it up and get the win. All right, hop into the next match here. Currently on a 6-0 win streak with the Sawsbuck. You love to see it. Save swapping into the Sawsbuck and baiting out a Roserade. Does Roserade know about Megahorn? This is going to almost take it out. Lands, does huge damage, and gets a feint attack through. The Fire type Weather Ball hurts, of course, but able to survive it and able to feint attack down, which is huge. They have a Venusaur in the back. At this point, I like just going for the Wild Charge, get damage off while you can, and the opponent commits the shield. And he's in a pretty good spot here, where we know the opponent's remaining 2 Pokemon, and honestly, none of them do particularly well against Ferrothorn. So he can set the alignment how he wants. He's going to bring the Ferrothorn onto the Venusaur, because Venusaur is forced to go for Sludge Bombs, and he can save the Dragon Tail Gyarados for the Swampert. Going for the Thunder, which is definitely the correct play. Thunder, while it is resisted, is going to be more efficient, and I believe it actually does more damage as well. So a win-win either way. Still a good thing to do there. And he is going for the Power Whip here. Although if the opponent's counting, they'll know it's a Power Whip and they won't shield. Ooh, they were counting. So they know it's a Power Whip. They choose not to shield. And they are going to be able to get off another charge move. But the good news is, again, and they go for a Frenzy Plant themselves. That's definitely not going to kill. I was going to say a Sludge Bomb wouldn't kill, but a Frenzy Plant absolutely will not kill. And Swampert comes out. And even though he doesn't have Aqua Tail, the good news about having the Dragon Tail is that he is going to charge that Crunch quite a bit faster than if he had Dragon Breath. Another Hydro Cannon coming through, and he's going to be able to get that Crunch off, and this Crunch is going to be doing some solid damage here. Does land, so the Swampert is still holding on to that shield, forcing him to take him out with those Dragon Tails. Hydro Cannon comes through. Does decide to throw the Crunch. I do believe this is a bit of a mistake, because at this point, since they have a shield, you're probably better off just trying to get extra fast moves through, but able to snipe it with the Ferrothorn, and the win streak climbs to 7. Let's go. This man is absolutely massacring the competition right now. Picking up a really nice lead here in Charizard. This is absolutely where you want to see it. And they're going to save swap into a Venusaur and counter swapping into the Ferrothorn. And again, we've seen this. This is a matchup that takes absolutely forever as they go for a Frenzy Plant. That's not what you want to go for, and he is going to go for a Power Whip bait. It's a very risky bait because I don't believe they're very likely to shield, which they are not, since they know that this is a losing matchup. Let's see if they do go for the Sludge Bomb. They're just going straight Frenzy Plant. So just for future knowledge, if you're the Venusaur, I know Frenzy Plant is the stronger move overall, but in this situation, you do want to go for the Sludge Bomb. As you can see, ArborAndy learns from the baiting and just goes straight for the nuke. There's our Sludge Bomb. Aha! I mean, obviously the battler can't hear me, but I felt a little like, whoa, I just said that, and then the battler just figured it out. That was a little... That was a little bit creepy there, but we're back and we're good. All right, coming in with the Sawsbuck, and the opponent does bring out the Charizard, and he's able to get that Switch Lock back onto the Gyarados, so he's in a really good spot there. So definite misplay by the opponent to give up switch advantage after they were able to successfully win it. Shields up the Crunch, and let's see if Sawsbuck can clutch it out. I'm surprised he is shielding here. So shielding up the Dragon Claw and now going for the Crunch. So probably trying to get a shield off of the Charizard. Was able to get the shield off the Charizard because Sawsbuck should be able to take care of it with the Wild Charge. So the question is, do you save the shield for Sawsbuck? He is not. The Venusaur comes in. Venusaur gets Dragon Tail down. And they bring in the Swampert. Sawsbuck comes in. Going for the resisted Wild Charge. So just trying to get the move off before they can get to their charge move. Alright. Defense is down. This is going to hurt. EQ, it's resisted. Definitely should have just gone for the Hydro Cannon there. Hydro Cannon is going to be more energy efficient in that situation since both are single resisted. But Gyarados is in a really good spot to help close out this match as Gyarados has a lot of energy. Gonna go for the crunch there and able to get to another crunch, and this should be enough to take out the Charizard and give us the win. So again, the win streak continues with Sawsbuck. You love to see it. And cute times are catching up. Oh, here we go. All right, we got a match. We're good. Can we stretch the win streak to 9? Picking up a nice lead here in Swampert. Although, as we've seen, he does like to safe swap out of the Swampert lead and baits out a Magmortar. So a very interesting pick. Going for the Megahorn, opting to not debuff himself, but it does get the shield. I was going to say, oh, just can't get to the Wild Charge. That is unfortunate. Oh, that is unfortunate. I definitely have to watch for the Thunderbolt here. Ooh, as Thunderbolt, yeah, Gyarados does not appreciate Thunderbolt. Definitely going to have to commit the second shield here, and was successfully able to bait out their fire type. So the main hope is that Ferrothorn down a shield is going to be able to close in back. And they have a Sceptile. It all depends what Sceptile's second move is. If they're running Earthquake, this could be tough. Ooh, and they have Earthquake. This is looking rough, and they sneak a Bullet Seed through. It's looking like the win streak is going to end at 8 here, which is very unfortunate there, as Magmortar just ends up being a very nice core breaker for this entire team. Potentially one better play may have been if he was able to build up to the 2 Wild Charges instead of throwing the resisted Megahorn and just gone for them back to back, because at this particular moment, I'm not seeing a win con for him, which is unfortunate, even though he is able to farm down. Swampert comes in, which is nice, because Gyarados normally does have a good Swampert matchup, but with a shield and this big of a health disparity, cannot get to the Hydro Pump, and the Hydro Cannon is going to be enough to take him out. So unfortunately, the win streak does stop at 8, but as we know from earlier, he goes on a 9-1 run, so we are going to be able to finish off the last battle with a win, which is always a nice way to end off a set of battles there. All right, Gyarados into Empoleon. We've seen this before. He likes to safe swap into the Ferrothorn. Safe swapping into the Ferrothorn, and he's going to be going straight for the Thunder, of course, because Thunder is going to be hitting for that super effective damage. The opponent goes for the Hydro Cannon. You definitely do want to go for the Drill Peck there, because that at least hits for neutral, whereas the Hydro Cannon is going to be resisted. Gengar comes in, and this could be a Sludge Bomb. Sludge Bomb is less efficient than the Punch, but it does more overall damage. Unfortunately, the Ferrothorn actually survives and is able to take a shield with the Thunder, so a bit unfortunate there. And now coming in with the Sawsbuck, a bit of a risky play, but Feint Attack is doing crazy damage, so he's going to be able to shield up the Sludge Bomb. Can he just fully Feint Attack down? Oh man, he just Feint Attacks down. Sawsbuck, let's go. Empoleon comes in and doesn't want to debuff himself, so he is going to be going for the Megahorn. At this health, it'll be more than enough to take it out. What's in back? It's a Glade. All right, going for the Wild Charge. This is going to be doing huge damage there. And now switching into the Gyarados and forcing them to throw. I like this play here. Forcing them to empty all their energy. And they're forced to throw again. And at this point, he can really safely shield up and farm down and take the win. So able to end it off on a positive note. They're going 9-1 with the Sawsbuck, which honestly, I have not seen anyone else run before. So a very, very cool spice pick. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you're enjoying the content, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And a special thank you to our members here on YouTube. The support you guys provide is absolutely incredible. So thank you guys oh so very much. And until next time, I've been HomeSliceHenry.